The world we live in is defined by a staggering level of inequality. If you look at a global map of wealth, the numbers are almost impossible to comprehend. The average citizen in the world's richest nations earns more in a single week than someone in the poorest nations might earn in an entire year. But why did some societies leap forward into abundance while others remain trapped in a cycle of limited opportunity? The answer is rooted in the ground beneath our feet and the systems we build upon it. Let's start with geography. Throughout history, water has been the cheapest way to move goods. Nations with jagged natural harbors like the US or Europe had a massive head start. In contrast, Africa's remarkably straight coastline with fewer deep-water ports made international trade significantly more expensive for centuries. Internal geography is just as critical. The Mississippi River in the US acts as a giant highway for trade. But in Central Asia or parts of Africa, rivers are often interrupted by massive waterfalls or are disconnected from major trade hubs. When you must build expensive roads through mountains just to move a ton of grain, your economy starts with a massive handicap. Then there is the axis of orientation. Eurasia's east-west layout allowed crops and livestock to spread easily across similar climates. However, the north-south orientation of the Americas and Africa meant crossing drastically different climate zones, from deserts to jungles. This slowed the spread of agricultural technology, delaying the foundation of advanced civilizations. Climate also plays a silent role. Wealthy nations are mostly in temperate zones. In the tropics, intense heat and specialized parasites create a disease burden, an invisible tax that lowers productivity. Furthermore, heavy tropical rains wash away soil nutrients, whereas temperate winters act as a reset button, killing pests and allowing soil to recover. This agricultural stability provided the food surplus necessary for the Industrial Revolution. But geography isn't everything. We must look at institutions. Consider a city split by a border. Same climate, same soil, but one side is wealthy and the other is poor. This is the power of inclusive institutions. These systems protect private property and the rule of law. When a citizen knows their hard work won't be stolen by a corrupt official, they have an incentive to innovate. In contrast, extractive institutions are designed by a small elite to extract wealth from the many. In these systems, there is no incentive to innovate because the rules are rigged. If you start a successful business, a powerful official might simply take it from you. This leads to the resource curse. Nations with vast oil or gold often stay poor because the elite fight for control over the resource, ignoring the development of their people. The wealth of a nation is the result of thousands of small decisions about law, education, and power. Geography gave us the starting line, but institutions determine the finish line. The divide between the rich and the poor is a puzzle we are only beginning to solve.